Hi there, everybody. I'm Mairead Smialek, and today we're here with Mary Bensel, and she's the Executive Director of the Van Wezel for 18 years.
Yes.
Amazing.
It's a long time.
Thank you so much for meeting with me today. I wanted to talk a little bit about the history of this beautiful building.
Well, the Van Wezel came out, as I was told, as a part of a 1964 bond referendum, which also encompassed City Hall and I think other things. And it was started in 1968, the building of it, and they needed an additional $400,000 to complete it. And that's how the Van Wezels got involved. They donated $400,000.
Wow.
And it was designed by William Wesley Peters, who was Frank Lloyd Wright's son-in-law. And people always ask me why the purple color, and the widow of Frank Lloyd Wright, old Gianna, I hope I don't ruin her name, found a shell in the Sea of Japan, which we have on display here in the theater, and that's where they picked up the purple color. And then, with the renovation in 2000, they put in the scalloped roof and took the grand foyer, which we're sitting in, out a number of feet, and it's beautifully on Sarasota Bay. Yeah. I've been here for 18 years running it, and I wanted to do this because I love Florida. I had run the Barbara Mann Hall down in Fort Myers, and so it's been really successful ever since I got here. And it's been a really great time. And now we're dealing with the year after the 3 hurricanes that hit us, and as you can probably see, we're just a stone's throw from the bay.
It's December 2025. What shows are coming? What are you excited about?
Sure, we have the big Broadway shows are coming in. We have in December the Book of Mormon, but then we have Some Like It Hot, based on that old Tony Curtis, Jack Lemmon film, and then MJ, a musical.
I bought tickets.
It's so hot. It is great, and the music. And we also have one about Neil Diamond. I didn't realize I had so many.
To that too.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I have to talk to you more, but it's it's a beautiful noise.
I love Neil Diamond.
Jerry Seinfeld's coming.
Oh, I love Jerry. I didn't buy tickets to it.
Well, it pretty much sold out immediately when we put it on sale.
Okay.
But we also have David Foster and Catherine McPhee and Il Divo. There's something for everybody.
Yeah.
So please come to the Van Wezel. The shows are fabulous, and I will probably be there, so you'll get to meet me.
It's such an icon in the city of Sarasota. Yes. How many people do you serve every year?
We serve about 250,000. We have a school time program. We have over 40,000 kids that come. So we have all sorts of people here. And because we cater to anything, comedy, magic, music, family shows, the big Broadway shows that is my bread and butter and what I really love, like Hamilton and Lion King, which came and sold out here. So we enjoy very much all different kinds of art form here.
Yeah. I read the Purple Ribbon Report, that's talking about the future and what we're all facing right now with, rising sea level and just thinking smarter and broader. What are your thoughts on that report and where the direction is going?
I really believe in a new performing arts hall. I've said that over and over, and I hope we are able to build one with enough seats. We only have 1741 here, and you can't even see some agents if you don't have 2,000 seats. But I don't think they've built a theater under 2,600 seats in the last 10 years. And it allows us to work with a whole different set of acts. And so when people say, oh, if this show isn't sold out, why? Well, because you change up the talent. Yeah. I am very strongly in favor of it. There is definitely a thought right now to run this theater with the other performing arts halls. This could perhaps become a educational space for all the arts in Sarasota, but I also am concerned because, of course, lots of the situation, like where the motors were built, they were outside, and the water level, and where the transformer is, and the infrastructure of the building. And so right now we were able, after the hurricane hit, we were able to open this theater in over 2.5 months. And I have such a fantastic staff that helped me. And now we're putting in a lot of mitigation efforts, but I'm still of the thought, we're so close. Yeah. And I would like to be up closer to 41. Yeah. And we need elevated. Yeah, elevated. Yeah. And we also need better spaces backstage, because some of these shows, like Phantom, wouldn't perform here because of the slope of the roof. if we dropped the chandelier, it would hurt someone, you know. Yeah. So there are a lot of upgrades that need to be made in a new performing arts hall. And Sarasota is such an arts town that we really need it. Yeah. And, you know, I know you're a realtor, and every time I look at a publication selling some sort of new property, they reference the arts. 100%. And so we have to keep up with that.
Yeah. And I was just going to say, we do a lot of videos, and a lot of our video intros involve why people come to Sarasota, and it's always arts and culture.
Isn't it?
Because it's a very unique city in Florida, because a lot of cities don't offer that.
Gosh,
you know?
We have our own opera house with the Sarasota Opera. Yep. The Sarasota Ballet is amazing. We have as I mentioned before, the Sarasota Orchestra. Yeah. They're building a new home now. The difference that people also don't understand is the Sarasota Orchestra is building an orchestra room, which doesn't have the technical equipment to be able to do a Broadway show. It's not a proscenium like ours will be. So it's there we go. Yeah, if I break out in song, you're in trouble. But
no, I would love that.
But it's a totally different kind of theater, so one cannot really do the other. Maybe we both could do a comedian, but you know, you'll have your own special focuses. So I wish them a whole lot of well, and we're good friends with the orchestra and the ballet and the opera.
That. What do you think the strengths are right now? I mean, we talked a little bit about like when you came in and you turned around the budget, and you know, the budget was in the red, and you were able to become very profitable, which, as we talked about, it is show business. It's not just shows.
It's not, and I hope we get back there again, you know, after we take care of all this.
Right, really did a number on that budget.
Oh, it did. Yeah. But we added, while I was here, this terrace that's behind us. It's beautiful to sit here before a show, have a cocktail, you know, come and just have lunch as you go by. I envision all sorts of things like that. And with the new Bay Park, all sorts of people walk by us, and there is so much love for this theater. Yeah. And so, you know, it's interesting. When I first got here, there was a lot of negative comments about the Van Wezel, and then I'm like, my goodness, now that, you know, someone was saying we might build a new one.
Everybody,
it was like, But I mean, I think we can work together, and it'll be an exciting campus for the arts, and I just love it. And, you know, to me, my passion is Broadway. I'm a Tony voter. I'm going up to New York next week to see some new shows and to get them to come to Sarasota. But my biggest problem is we don't have enough seats to get the big shows the first time. And I don't even need to be first. I'm happy to be second, you know, to Tampa. And I really love it. But I also have found that a lot of what I would call the legacy acts, the Tony Bennett's, some of the acts like that, have gone away because either the artist is deceased or they're not performing right now. You know, I mean, we used to do Kenny Rogers, we have done Dolly Parton. It's all, you know, it's changed a little bit. So, and we have to grow with the times.
Yeah, we do. And I see the growth happening just from what I do every day.
Gosh, so the cranes in the air.
Yeah, so I definitely think it is needed. How can people contribute or learn more? Because at the end of the day, right, we want people to get involved, whether their opinion is good, bad, or ugly. Let's hear what it is, because
people can contribute to the Van Wezel itself. Yep. We can accept donations, but our foundation is the Sarasota Performing Arts Foundation, and they are their own entity. They're a 501c3, so you can online donate to them. We have, when you check out for tickets, an area where you can donate there. We also have a great resource in that we have over 400 ushers. And we instituted, and most of the ushers are of an older nature, retired people, but we instituted 2 years ago teen ushers. And it's wonderful to see older people working together with teenagers.
I love that.
And I can guess who's the teen usher. So I go up and say, thank you very much, you know, because it's obviously very evident. And so it's a great way to donate. And I think with the new Performing Arts Hall, we will definitely have a major campaign, and people need to donate to that.
Yeah, and you know, we talked a little bit off camera about how people are struggling financially rebuilding their homes and, you know, doing renovations. So things that are extra or cost more may be on the back burner. So now if you have some discretionary income, it's a great time to come out and support.
Absolutely.
Right?
And then, you know, when things are getting a scrim or down, this is a happy place or a place to inspire you. We have a huge education program. I think it's over $1 million. My education director, is direct from Broadway. He was starring and dancing, dance captain in at least 10 Broadway shows. He teaches classes to go with each, and they're for students as well that are young, as well as older people. You know, when I retire, I'm going to take some of those dance classes that he does. So
that's wonderful.
But I'll probably fall, but you know.
You're so vibrant. Well, thank you so much
for
meeting with me today. If you want to find out any additional information, you can find her contact details below, and I'll see you on the next one.